Hello everybody, I am Omega Recon Gaming, and today I'm going to be talking about a few topics that almost make me fucking pull my hair out. Just when developers... Okay, so when I heard about a developer saying they won't release a game because that they feel threatened of a group of people, a small group of people. Originally, I was just like, that can't be the reason. And it was. Then I sat and thought to myself, is this what the world's gonna become? Is it? I I just I don't get it. They could just say, fuck you, we're doing it anyway. Controversy is controversy. Can you imagine if they never released GTA 5 in America? Or other countries because they were afraid to offend someone? Imagine fucking South Park if the guys from them said, oh, we don't want to make controversy, so they backed off. Those guys are known for controversy. Look how fucking popular they are. So is GTA 5 and the GTA franchise. They're fucking good games and shows. And that show got made into a good game, The Stick of Truth. I just. Obviously, if the fucking ESRB system allowed the game, it's fine. And even. See. Like, there are certain groups, like. What? Let me think of an example. Like, there's like this feminist group that is against gaming. And I'm like, okay, why don't you complain to the ESRB? Don't complain to the developers. The ESRB is approving these games. And then I can imagine the ESRB has women and men, both, employed, checking the games and everything. So you can't tell me that they can't, like, I know people have different views. I'm fine with that. But if you don't like a certain game, don't look up on it. Just ignore it. If it's not your cup of tea, don't care. Like, it's like if I went up to someone and said, you can't play that. And they're like, why? And I'm at their house. Let's say I'm at their, or whatever. And I said, you can't play that. And they're like, why? It's like, because you can't. It's, racist. He probably will look at me and he's like, dude, I'm gonna play the fucking game if I fucking want to. You're not gonna tell me otherwise. I, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, why would they give into a small group of people? I mean, this is gonna hurt their profits in the end. I could understand if the game didn't do well, but they didn't even try. They didn't even try. It's a pretty fucked up world we live in. But with the copyright. Oh, let me talk about that. So, YouTube has gone along to a few YouTubers that have been completely and utterly bullshitted by copyright, like Jim Sterling. I hope I said his last name right. Who has played Steam Greenlight games and has been constantly attacked by developers, which is bullshit, first of all. The fact that they could take down people who said negative things about their game and get away with it is bullshit. And it's unacceptable. I I just I can imagine if like Bubsy is coming back on Greenlit. Oh God. And though I've never played Bubsy, I've seen enough people play it to know that if something could go wrong, it will go wrong. Because as Bubsy said, what could possibly go wrong? Everything. Just I can't understand sometimes people's process and how they do things. Like they say, "Oh, this will be a great idea. People will love this," and then it turns out to be absolute shit. Just just like people buy games. Like games used to be like what? How much did I remember DS games were like $30, if that, $25. Um, and now like games used to be like $50, like 49.99. Now they're like $60. That's not including the DLC, season pass, microtransactions, pre-order bullshit. But I meant bonuses. Still bullshit, but and then the other stuff they hit you with. And the deluxe editions and shit. I'm just why? Can't we go back to the old days where we get a good amount of content for the I could understand. Like if Call of Duty were to release everything, like all their maps and everything at once and everything, it would be a huge game and everything, which is good for $60. I would settle for that. I just But that's not how things work. Like Star Wars Battlefront, it's not even a good game. It's not even a good game, but with EA and DICE working on it, it's just not a good. First of all, those two are not a good combo. EA is one of the worst I see who does this. It's basically fuck you, give me money. I can't get this. Like I can't understand why people buy these games. People need to take a stand against this bullshit. If a game does not live up to your standards, say something about it. Return it. And, fucking let your voice be heard. And don't buy the game next time. Like, if it's like comes out with like a sequel, wait. And if it's clean, go for it. If not, don't do it. I was recently pissed off with Black Ops 3 when it had such a buggy release. They patched their stuff right now, so game's fine now, but it caused the game to come out now that it has like mixed reviews for Steam at least. Because companies think they can get away with shit. Obviously, they're gonna continue doing it because they are gonna are gonna continue to do it because you aren't gonna stop them. How do I know? Because you haven't already stopped them. I mean, you could try, but I know the mass of people aren't gonna do it. So where do we go from here? I can't answer that. Try to get as many people involved, let people know, as people need to demand more from their games. And if the company cannot deliver on the obnoxious amount of price they're asking for, they're going to lose customers and they'll go out of business. They'll learn. Believe me, if you don't buy their games, they will suffer. One game at a time, one console at a time. They will suffer. That's what's so nice about Steam. I can return a game if I don't like it. If it's broken or anything, which means companies can't do that bullshit with the um fucking up the day one release. But the reason I kept Black Ops 3 was because I prayed that they were gonna fix it, and if they didn't, I would never buy another Call of Duty game again. I was faithful. But to to things that like go hot, like to games that constantly are bad, I'm like, guys, stop buying the game. Like Halo 5, I'm I'm just I'm just a gape. Really. I bought Halo 4 to try to get into the franchise. I mean, I played Halo 1 on the computer, but and then I was like, and it never really interested me. Then I bought Halo 4 and I was like, let's see if I can get into it. And I liked it. So I was like, I can't wait to see what Halo 5 brings. Story sucked. The microtransaction bullshit and the lack of just care and content. It just it just it just Halo's always been known for a good story and good multiplayer. Not this time. They cared more about to make sure that fucking microtransactions worked more than that fucking story. I'm just I'm just it's soon gonna be when we're gonna have to pay $100 to games, and people will pay. People will pay $100 because you know why? They already have, like the deluxe editions. I know it's a choice, but they're restricting content for you, content that you might actually want. Or they could just be charging you a fair amount. They're not. That's what I like about certain games, like Life is Strange. They charge you $20 for content that's way above that standard. And they're releasing a sequel, which is pretty cool. I can't wait. And I'll be streaming that game once I get my graphics card eventually. Which is going to be soon. I hope. I pray. So yeah, it's just some things just I can't like wrap my head around. And I probably will never get to understand it. But hopefully I can make a difference. And if I can't, I know I tried. Guys, we have to make a stand. If we don't, who will? It's it's our job as the consumer, as gamers, to let people know that we won't stand for this. We have to. We have to tell them. We have to tell everyone. We have to. It's our duty to tell people if we don't like a game, we have the power to share it with every single person we know. It and especially with the holiday season coming around, we need to be extremely careful because companies will rush that game out or they will, make the games, well, at least what I like about, okay, let me talk about Steam. What Steam does, they have a big sale, on, the Cyber Weekend, which a lot of games go on sale, which a lot of my friends go and buy games. I was tempted to, but I remembered I couldn't play them. It sucks not being able to get those games. Like a lot of good games went on sale. Life is Strange is one of them. GTA, Call of Duty, just a lot of good games. Now Just Cause 3 is out, I believe. Fallout 4 is out. A lot of good games. And then there's also a lot of bad games in there. A lot of things are unacceptable. It's up to us as the consumer to tell the companies, no, we will not buy your games if you continue to release it like this. If you do not start putting in effort, we will not pay you. And they will learn, even if it means that we lose that company. If that company goes down, they brought it upon themselves for choosing such shady business practices. They brought it upon themselves. It's also our fault, but we can still correct that mistake. But it's up to us. You, me, everyone. We need to tell them to stop. Release the entire game at the fair price. It's just, or you will, or you will lose customers. You just, you can't do it. You just can't, you can't get away with it. It's the internet. Eventually, people will realize, hey, guys, this guy isn't, this company is not treating us right. I mean, look at this game. It's a piece of shit. It's running horrible, and it keeps crashing. And then I hear the excuse. Even used this excuse myself. Hey man, it's bound to have a few bugs out of launch, but I can't defend a game that has had so long to be worked on. I shouldn't even defend these games because they should be ready for when they're released. I shouldn't even defend them. But sometimes it is out of control. There are some things that they don't encounter for, but if the company's been around long enough and been releasing games, I don't want the bugs to be too bad. Like I can understand a minor bug or two, but like a big massive bug that makes most of the game unplayable for most people, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. I remember when Sonic 06 was out and around the holidays it was supposed to be I think it was an anniversary game. How do you let an anniversary game get released like that? It's kind of like a fuck you. It's like, hey, it's our anniversary. We're gonna release a shitty game. Why? They should have remade it. That's what they should have done. They should have remade the game. But they didn't. Because fuck you, give me money. It's a cash grab. Companies just companies don't care about how much fun you have. They care how much money you give them. It's obvious, isn't it? I mean, it's working. They're getting the money through their microtransactions and all this other shit. They don't care if you have fun or not. They just care about the bottom line. They don't care about the customer. Most companies, anyway. There are a few that do, but those are outshadowed by the many. It's just sad, and it makes me. I don't even know if I'm angry and I'm infuriated, but I'm just more depressed when I think about it. I guess you could call it a depressed, angry review, but it doesn't really work. It's just, when most people say, I wish it was like when it was in the 90s. I kind of agree with them, because that's when I paid a good price for a video game. Not anymore. Now to really possibly enjoy a game, I have to pay $120. Guess it's the times. Whatever. I don't get it. I probably never will get it. All I can do is say my piece and try to make a change. And I know I tried. So, guys, do what you can. I'll still be making content at least for the companies that I trust. And for, the bad games, I'll release those games, and I'll keep going. Just a lot of unacceptable shit. Unacceptable. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time.
I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed that video, consider clicking that subscribe button down there. It always helps, I want to get as many people as I can. Also leave a like and or a comment down below. I will answer your question as soon as I can. Also don't be afraid to click on my link also below for my Twitter and for Free Ride Gaming, the company that always supports gaming to the best level and is very friendly. I also want to thank my friend Callie Gold. Will also be linked in the description. I want to thank him for creating helping me out with my intro and outro. Thanks, buddy, and I definitely recommend you guys go check him out. The link will be below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.